Welcome everybody. We got 7 breaks tonight. We're going to start with our 24 Encore Football Hobby PYT 408. Then we have 24 Prism Baseball Hobby PYT 410. We have 24 Bowman Chrome Baseball Hobby PYT 399. 24-25 Topps Chrome Basketball Hobby PYT 416. 23 Clearly Donruss 3 Hobby Box Break PYT 409. 24-25 Select NBA Basketball Hobby PYT 419. And then we end it with our 24 Phoenix Football H2 Hobby PYT 411. Let's pull the list up. We're going to start off with our Encore. This one is full. We do have spots available in several breaks tonight. Grab your spots. The link is in the chat. There's a code for your 10% off. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one. This is 24 Encore PYT 408. Good luck to everybody in this. And you guys can get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one. You do not have to be in the break to guess. 10 packs, 6 cards per pack. Number 1. And we do have breaks going tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central. We got the break schedule all updated there. Sam Darnold. Tre'Davious White. KJ Hamler. Patrick Mahomes. Marvin Harrison on the blueprint. Drake May, rookie. Khalil Mack. Devonta Adams. Kyle Hamilton. David Njoku. Team Pinnacle, we got Steve Young on the front. Dan Marino on the back. That one we will random at the end. Chris Broswell. Jalen Ramsey. Brandon Ayuk. James Conner. Chuba Hubbard. Nick Bosa. And then Joey Bosa. It's another one we will random at the end. There's J.J. McCarthy. Next pack. George Kittle. Zach Wilson. Lamar Jackson. Alvin Kamara. Silver. This is out of 150. Garrett Wilson. The future is now. Mason Smith. Your guesses in for the player on the auto in this for 20 credit. There's Ramondre Stevenson. Travis Etienne. Drake London. We got the atomic jersey. That is Edgerrin James. Going to the Colts spot. That is out of 75. 26 out of 75. Nice hit for the Colts. Rookie auras, there's Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels on the base. Jalen Warren. We got Terry McLaurin, Dalton Schultz, Chop Robinson out of 75, 37 out of 75 for the Dolphins. We got the head-to-head, Phil Simms, John Elway. This one we will also, looks like, random off as well. And Cade Stover rookie. Chris Olave, Calais Campbell, Christian Kirk. There's our auto, Xavier Legette. Going to the Carolina Panthers. Out of 199. Garrett Blueprints. Devin Culp, the rookie there. Up next after this one is our Panini Baseball hobby. That one is full. There's Chris Godwin, Tua, T. Higgins, Deron Payne out of 75. Future is now Christian McCaffrey and Biafau. Gus Edwards, Zach Evans, Kyler Murray, Greg Rousseau, rookie aura Marvin Harrison Jr., Terry and Arnold. Our final pack of the break. Aaron Rodgers, DJ Moore, Tank Dell. We got Tua, that is out of 150. Going to the Dolphins. Another team pinnacle. Giants and Broncos. This one will get random as well. We'll do that at the end. And then Spencer Rattler. Let's top load what we have, then we'll random off those 4 cards. Grab your spots, guys, in the rest of the breaks tonight. We do have spots available. There is a code to get your 10% off. Copy and paste that code next to the link. Use it at checkout to get your 10% off. We will be back again tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central as well. Let me get the list randomizer set up here for you guys. Grab your spots in the upcoming breaks. We're getting ready to random off the cards in just a moment. All right, we'll do the head-to-head first. That'll be between the Giants and Broncos. Go to the screen share here. Let's roll the dice. Got 2 and 4 for 6 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 times. That'll go to the Broncos. So the head-to-head, first one will go to the Broncos. Put a note in the... And now we will random off the last three. So the fronts, we got the 49ers and the Giants on the front. And the backs, we have the Dolphins, Chargers, and Broncos. So we'll do a front to back randomization here. Go to the screen share. Let's go to our list. Our front and back. Let's roll the dice. 6 and 4 for 10 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and our 10th final time. 10 times. Going to the teams on the back. 6 and 4 for 10. The back. I'll put that up here as well. So I have that. So the teams that will get these are the Dolphins. They get the Steve Young, Dan Marino. We got the Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa. It's going to the Chargers, and then we got Peyton Manning. This one goes to the Broncos and Eli Manning. We'll do our recap. Alvin Kamara out of 150. Rookie Aura, Jaden Daniels. Chop Robinson out of 75. Deron Payne out of 75. Tua out of 150. Base Drake May, McCarthy, and Jaden Daniels. Atomic jersey of Edgerrin James out of 75. Our auto was Xavier Legette out of 199. All right, that does it for break number 1. Let me get the Prism Baseball up next. Update our title. This is 2024 Prism Baseball Hobby PYT 410. List is full. Your names are on the left, teams are on the right. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one for 20 in credit. You do not have to be in the break to guess. Make sure you grab your other teams tonight. Link is pinned in the chat. Get those guesses in. We'll be right back with PYT 410 in just a moment. All right, here we go. PYT 4. Should have 3 autos per box, 12 packs, 12 cards per pack. This is 24 Prism Baseball. box. Up next after this one is our 24 Bowman Chrome Hobby. We had a couple teams left in that one. If anybody wants to grab those. Luis Matos, Yuri Perez, Max Muncy, Ellie Dela Cruz. We got Ty Floyd, Jacob Mezarowski, Cam Collier on the silver, Lou Gehrig red out of 299. Kyle Manzardo on the fireworks. Yohandy Morales, Randy Johnson, Lin Lin. Next pack. Frank Thomas, Eddie Matthews, Chipper Jones, Tommy Troy, Mickey Ramiro, Josu DePaula, Paul Skeens on the rookie silver, Harry Ford red out of 299. Ryan Clifford, Brando Maea, Colson Montgomery, Willie McCovey. Luke Little, Aaron Judge, Pedro Martinez, Drew Jones, Eston Kerstead, rookie, Paul Skeens, Rod Gendry, Eddie Murray out of 499. James Wood on the hype. Amador, Tyler Stevenson, Mike Lowell. Torrey Hunter, Carson Wisenhunt, Joe Hendry Vargas, Chase Hampton, Mel Ott, Jet Williams, Taj Bradley. That's going to go to the Rays. That is our first auto. That's sensational signatures. We got Buster Posey on the red. Colson Montgomery, Mason Wynn, Brooks Robinson, Evan Carter. Next pack. Jacob Gonzalez, Willie Mays, Johnny Damon, Jay Buhner, Brendan Taylor, Ethan Salas, Navoli Marte auto for the Reds. Sensational signatures. Chase Dolander on the red wave. Carson Wisenhunt, Tommy Lasorda, Grant Taylor, and Harry Ford. Ooh. Got a gold vinyl coming up. Ty Madden, Felix Hernandez, Scott Rowland, Sebastian Walcott, Jim Thome, Mickey Mantle, Masataka Yoshida on the red auto, Set this down real quick while we top load this. Sheet out of 99. See what we got here. Olivia Pichardo on the Red Wave. Gold vinyl. Luis Angel Acuna for the Mets. Beautiful card. 1/1. Bam, nice hit for the Mets. 1/1, Luis Angel Acuna. First 1/1 we've hit in a while. Congrats to the Mets spot on this one. Hit for the Mets. Drew Gilbert. Roderick Arias. Cam Collier. Acuna struggled for a while, but I think after the All-Star break, they'll call him back up. Carson Williams, Colt Cowser, Rod Carew, Stafuria, Colton Ledbetter, Aiden Miller, Brock Porter on the Red Wave, Cal Ripken out of 499. Love to see those gold vinyls. Congrats again to the Mets spot. There's Spencer Jones, Jake Bloss, Alonzo Treadwell, Ty Pete. Top load what we have so far. We'll look at it again through the recap, but I'm pretty sure it looked pretty well centered and everything as well. For those 1/1s, you get one chance on the condition. You know, it is what it is. That one looked pretty clean. We got 5 packs left. Make sure you guys check out that future break schedule. Bookmark that page. Keep track of all the breaks that we get scheduled. We have breaks tomorrow. Then we won't break again until probably the following Monday. It just kind of depend on what sells and stuff between then and now and then. So grab your spots in tomorrow's breaks. Grab the rest of the spots in tonight's. There's Carlos Beltran, Mike Schmidt, Chase DeLauder, Marcelo Meyer, Bill Madlock, Jose Padromo, Reggie Jackson on the Red Wave, Ryan Zimmerman out of 499. Brock Wilken, Jackson Jobe, Noah Schultz, Pete Rose, Jimmy Rollins, Walker Martin, Kyle Harrison rookie, Andrew Walters, Greg Maddux, Chuck Knobloch, Leo DeVries on the Red Wave, Jacob Wilson out of 499 for the A's, Noah Schnall, Felon Celestine, Kirby Puckett, Jim Rice. Got 3 packs left. Again, up next, guys, is 24 Bowman Chrome. We had 2 teams left when we went live tonight. There's Ichiro, Chase Petty, Tom Glavine, Robert Hassel, Barry Larkin, Thomas White, Brock Porter on the silver, Bernie Williams out of 499, James Wood, Xavier Isaac, Kemp Alderman, Albert Pujols, Francisco Alvarez, Jake Aloff, Max Anderson, Kevin McGonigal, Yonquel Fernandez, Bobby Valentine, Silver Robert Hassel, Brock Porter out of 499, James Wood, Noah Schnall, Bob Feller, Jonah Tong, and our final pack. Grab your spots, guys. In the upcoming breaks, we do have a code to get 10% off. There's Don Sutton, Andre Scalaraga, Bartolo Colon, Lou Piniella, Emerson Hancock, Ernie Banks, River Ryan Silver, Aaron Judge, number 299, Chase Davis, Joe Girardi, Bobby Richardson, Caden Grice, we'll top load, do a recap. So you saw a mark on the back of the 1-of-1. We'll take a look. We're going to do a recap. Then we'll move on to Bowman Chrome. And then we got our Topps Chrome NBA after that. Grab your spots, guys, in these upcoming breaks. I think we had spots left in 4 breaks when we went live. All right, let's do a recap. There's Zimmerman out of 499. Jacob Wilson out of 499. Bernie Williams out of 499. Brock Porter out of 499. Aaron Judge out of 299. Lou Gehrig out of 299. Harry Ford out of 299. Eddie Murray out of 499. Buster Posey out of 299. Cal Ripken out of 499. Let's take a look at the gold vinyl again. So it looks pretty well centered. Don't see anything I can tell. Edges look good. Ooh, I think back does kind of look like there's a crease there. I can't tell. It's just the top loader. That's let's take a look. There's the 1-of-1. Otherwise, it looks pretty good. Nice hit again for the Mets. Then our autos, we have Taj Bradley, sensational signatures. Voli Marte, sensational signatures. Sensational signatures, red Masataka Yoshida. That was out of 99. It's hard to tell if it's just the sleeve. Kind of looks like a reflection of the sleeve there. Hard to say. The front looks really good. That'll do it for this one. Up next is our 24 Bowman Chrome PYT 399. Let's update our list. See if we sold these last 2 teams. We had the Mariners and Tampa Bay Rays were the last 2 teams we had left. Let me take a look here real quick. Your guess is in for the player on the last auto in this one. So yeah, we still have those 2 teams left. Here's the list. If you guys want the Rays or Mariners 10% off, copy and paste Jackpot Summer at checkout. Use that link in the chat. We'll be right back in just a moment for PYT $3.99. All right, here we go, guys. This is PYT $3.99. Grab the Mariners, grab the Rays. 24 Bowman Chrome Hobby. Should have 2 Chrome Autos per box. For Master Box, we have 2 minis in here, 1 auto for each mini. Get those guesses in for the player on the last auto. Empty box, number 1. Up next is our 24-25 Topps Chrome Basketball PYT 416. Give me 1 second. We'll get started on this one. Last call on the last 2 teams. If anybody wants them, grab them now. Here we go, pack number 1. Tyler Soderstrom, Manny Machado, Gladiators Hung-Hoo Lee, Colson Montgomery, Pablo Guerrero, Wyatt Langford, Corey Seager, Carson Williams, Robert Arias, Eduardo Tait, David Schneider, Jack Leiter. These all have a curve to them. Jefferson Cuero, Luis Lara on the International Impact. Let's go into the Brewers. Tink Hintz, George Lombardo. Next pack. Indy Rodriguez, Royce Lewis, Jose Castro out of 299 for the Yankees. First Bowman Auto, Mini Diamond out of 219. Blake Mitchell, Adam Swarnowski, Jose Ramirez, came to the league, Dylan Cruz out of 499. Victor Hurtado, going to the Nationals. Roberto Rincon. Leo DeVries on the first Bowman. Christian Encarnacio Strand. Colton Cowser. We have Jackson Churio and Ethan Solis. That one will random if we have two different owners. And we do, so this one we will random at the end. Yandel Ricardo. Yolfran Castillo. Kyron Paris rookie. Lawrence Butler rookie. Uriel Dahigo out of 199. 182 out of 199 going to the Rockies. This one as well. Miguel Palma, first Bowman. Dylan Cruz. Marco Luciano, rookie. Brian Wu. Max Muncy. Nishida. Basalo. Up next is the Topps Chrome NBA PYT 416. There's Bo Bichette. Owen Cassie and Tyler Black. That is between the Cubs and Brewers. That's another one we will have to random. A lot of Brewers on these. Wyatt Langford out of 100. 84 out of 100. Chase Davis. Wampia. Nipa. Kyle Manzardo. Bobby Witt. Eduardo Tiat. For the Phillies. Nice hit for the Phillies spot. First Bowman auto. He was a guess of the break. Elias Medina. Anders Villar. Andrew Abbott. Jordan Wicks. Rafael Devers, my first Bowman. Jincy Rivas. Judrick Profar. And our final pack of the break. Nate Raffaello rookie on Lacuna. For the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Davison Gutierrez. Jose Padromo. Iwasawa on the first Bowmans. All right, let's do our randoms here. We do a left-right random for these. Oh. We have the Brewers on the left, Padres, Cubs on the right. This setup. Here we go. We're going to roll the dice. 2 and 4 for 6 times. Good luck. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our 6th and final time. 6 times. Going to the teams on the right. So we got Owen Cassie and the Cubs on this one, and Ethan Salas, Padres on this one. Let's do our recap. We'll top load Wyatt Langford real quick. We'll do a recap. Then we'll move on to the next break, which is our NBA Topps Chrome coming up next. Out of 100, we have Wyatt Langford. Victor Hurtado out of 499. Dahigo out of 199 from the Rockies. Jose Castro out of 299 on the auto. And Eduardo Tiats out of, for the Phillies, on the first Bowman auto, is the guest of the break. All right, that's going to do it for this one. Let's get the title updated, our list updated for the next break, which is our NBA break. All right. Give me 1 second here. Update our title. Your guess is in for the player on the last auto out of this one as well. We got 4 teams left. Update the list. Okay. Our 4 teams left are the Hawks, Heat, Knicks, and Magic. This is 24-25 Topps Chrome NBA Basketball Hobby PYT 416. Your guess is in for the player on the last auto. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, grab those last teams. Good luck to everybody in this one. Again, we got the Hawks, Heat, Knicks, Magic available. 12 packs, 8 cards per pack. Topps Chrome, we should have 2 autos per box. Up next after this is clearly Donruss 2023 football. Grab your spots in that as well. If you're waiting on that break, that is coming up next. Good luck to everybody in this one. What you got? Here we go, pack number 1. Jabari Walker, Ryan Dunn, rookie. Larry Bird, Devin Booker, refractor. Quentin Post, test drive. Jalen Green, he's Missy. Clay Thompson. Next pack. Jalen Wells, Eric Gordon, Tristan Newton, Tyrese Halliburton on the refractor, Malik Monk on the pink refractor, Keyshawn George, Tracy McGrady, Colin Sexton, Your guess is in for the player on the last auto out of this one. You can earn yourself 20 in credit to use in our shop for any breaks, packs, or boxes. It's Anthony Davis, Komichi, Jamal Murray, Domantas Sabonis, Mark Williams, Lock It Up, Kawhi Leonard, Baylor Sharman, Jalen Brunson. Steph Curry, Jarris Walker, Isaiah Stewart, Walker Kessler, refractor, OG Anunoby on the purple, Instinct Damian Lillard, Wemby on the second year, Aaron Gordon, LaMelo Ball, Marcus Smart, Franz Wagner, Tyler Smith, rookie refractor, Pink Mini Diamond, Brandon Podziemski. None of these are parallels are numbered. Oh yeah, this one is $2.99 down at the bottom. $1.99 out of $2.99. Test drive, Scoot Henderson, Solanu, and Scoot Henderson. There. Let's top load what we have so far. Still have time to get your guesses in for the player on the last auto. And up next is clearly Donruss 2023. We had 4 teams left in this one. If anybody wanted the Hawks, Heat, Magic, or Knicks, now would be the time to grab them. We will be breaking again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central. Use that future break schedule link to grab your teams for tomorrow. Get your 10% off on the teams tonight. Use the link in the chat. There is a code there as well. You can use it checkout for your 10% off. Should still have 2 autos in this one. You guys are guessing the player on that last auto for 20 credit. You do not have to be in the break to guess. So if you're watching live, throw your guesses out there. Next pack. Jeremy Shohan, Carmelo Anthony, Ron Holland, rookie, Josh Hart, Alex Caruso, Rob Dillingham, AJ Johnson, Tobias Harris, Damian Lillard, Prosper, Dwayne Wade, Karl Anthony Towns out of 350. 12 out of 350 on that one. Aaron Neesmith on the pink refractor. Youthquake, Rob Dillingham, Pele Larson, Jason Tatum. We got 4 packs left after this one. Jordan Hawkins, Anthony Hardaway, Derek Jones, Cam Christie, as Norman Powell, Zachariah Satcher, A.J. Mitchell, Elvin Hayes. Where are these autos at? Anthony Edwards, Rob Dillingham. There's one on Jake LaRiva. Going to Memphis on the base auto right there. Marcus Sasser. Shaden Sharp out of 199. Instinct Trey Young. Cam Johnson, Josh Giddey. Zachary for Atlanta. We got Coulibaly, Lonnie Walker. Quentin Grimes out of 350 for Dallas. Out of 275, that is Nas Reed. Stephen Castle on the Destiny Refractor. Bona, Kispert. Nick Smith Jr., Jaron Jackson Jr., Benedict Mather, Jalen Williams on the Refractor, Desmond Bain, Jason Tatum Instinct, Colby Jones, and Jarrett Allen. Last pack. Should have our last auto in here. Top short of this one. Davion Mitchell, DeMar DeRozan, Jonathan Mogbo, certified rookie signature. There's a refractor auto. Going to Toronto. He was the guest of the break, Tristan Da Silva. And we had Donovan Mitchell. Khalil Ware, Destiny rookie, Paul George, Anthony Black. Let's top load, and then we'll do our recap. Then we'll move on to our next break, which is Clearly Donruss 2023. 3-box break. I shouldn't have top loaded all these non-numbered parallels. Finish what we started here. We have 3 more breaks tonight. We got our Clearly Donruss, our Select NBA. So if you guys are NBA fans, want to grab the last teams in Select NBA, do that now. Get your Clearly Donruss teams. Phoenix H2 hobby at the end of the night should be full. So we should have spots in the next 2 breaks. Clearly Donruss and Select NBA. We do have spots in tomorrow's breaks as well. You can use the future break schedule link to grab those teams. Definitely should have waited on some of these to top load. And that future break schedule link will also have all the other breaks we have listed on eBay as well. There's one page you can go to see all of our listings. You might find something else we have posted that you're interested in. You can buy spots directly through the links. Couple more here to top load, and then we'll run through this recap. All right. Caruso out of 350, Karl Anthony Towns, Neesmith, Cam Christie, Norman Powell, Marcus Sasser, out of 199, Shaden Sharp, out of 350, Quentin Grimes, out of 275, Nas Reed, Stephen Castle, Jalen Williams, Desmond Bain, Da Silva, Donovan Mitchell, Josh Hart, Devin Booker, Quentin Post on the purple, Tyrese Halliburton, Malik Monk, Domantas Sabonis, Mark Williams, Walker Kessler, OG Anunoby, Tyler Smith, Bodzimski out of 299. Our autos, Jake LaRavia and Jonathan Mogbo. That does it for this one. Now we're going to move on to our Clearly Donruss 2023. It's a 3-box break. PYT 409 coming up. Let's get the title updated here and see if we sold any spots. Grab your select NBA spots as well. Clearly Donruss is up next. We've got 4 teams left in this one. All right, we got the Ravens, Panthers, Browns, and Packers available. Here's our list. Again, this is 2023 Clearly Donruss football. The 3 hobby box break, PYT 409. Grab those last 4 teams. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this for 20 credit. All right, guys, here we go. Grab those last 4 teams. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto. This is 23 Clearly Donruss. 20 cards per box. 1 auto per box as well. We should have 3 autos. You're guessing the player on the last auto for 20 in credit in this break. There's our empty boxes. Here's our packs. Let's see if we can pull a downtown out of here. Should have 3 autos, guys. Get your guesses in for the player on that last auto. There's Sam Howell, Damian Pierce, Jake Hayner, Clayton Tune, Aiden O'Connell, Brock Purdy, Jamar Chase, Patrick Mahomes. That's a Super Bowl or highlights. Tank Dell, rated rookie, Jaron Hall. Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence. Auto number 1 is Parker Washington. Going to Jacksonville. Parker Washington, rated rookie auto for Jacksonville. Hendon Hooker and Devon Witherspoon. Next pack. Derrick Henry. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Javonte Williams. That is out of 99. 58 out of 99. Will Anderson. Josh Downs. Jared Goff. Nick Bosa. Michael Mayer on the auto out of 75. Going to the Raiders spot. $25 out of 75 here. And we have Tank Dell and Jaron Hall again. Amari Cooper. DeAndre Swift. Out of 23 out of 100 on the Cordell Stewart. Steelers. Roshan Johnson and Jake Hayner. Kyron Williams. Evan Ingram. Dalton Kincaid out of 75 for the Bills. Bryce Young and Aiden O'Connell. Next pack. Travis Kelce. Brian Robinson Jr. Rated rookie. Marvin Mims, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and Jordan Addison. As the Seahawks, Broncos, and Vikings. Does anybody have two or more of those teams? Broncos, Seahawks, Vikings, all three different owners, so we will random this off at the end. Will Anderson, Josh Downs. And the last few back here, the last box. Should have our last auto coming up. There's Josh Allen, Kirk Cousins, James Cook, Marvin Mims, Tanner McKee, Desmond Ridder, Austin Eckler, Tanner McKee out of 75. We hit a lot out of 75 in this one. Jonathan Mingo and Sam Laporta. Last two packs coming up. Sam Howell, Romeo Dobbs, Deebo Samuel, Jalen Carter, Hendon Hooker, and our final pack of the break. Maybe. There we go. There's Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brock Purdy. Got a highlights of Jalen Hurts. Got a Puka and Devon Achane. No auto. Did we only hit two autos? Typical Panini there. We're going to random off that rated rookie. Let's top load these. Did a bunch of numbered cards out of 75. We're going to random that rated rookie between the Broncos, Seahawks, Vikings. Get the list pulled up, set up, and then we'll pull it up. All right. Grab your spots in the upcoming breaks. We have 2 breaks left tonight. Here we go. Good luck. Roll the dice. 5 and 4 for 9 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And our 9th and final time, 9 times. Going to the Vikings. So the rated rookie trio will go to the Vikings. Jordan Addison. I'll update my list on that as well, and then we'll do a quick recap. Then we'll move on to our next break. What did I say? Vikings on that one. Okay. All right, so the Vikings get the rated rookie trio. Then we had out of 99, Javonte Williams. Out of 100, that is Cordell Stewart. Out of 75, rated rookie Dalton Kincaid. We have the Bryce Young rated rookie. Out of 75, Tanner McKee. Parker Washington on the base auto for Jacksonville. And Michael Mayer out of 75 for the Raiders. That does it for this one. All right, let's go on to Select NBA, which is next. If anybody wants to grab any spots, if they remain, the link is pinned in the chat. Code is next to it as well to get your 10% off any of these remaining teams. All right, we got 8 teams left in this one. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto. Here's the last 8 teams. We got the Celtics, Mavericks, Nuggets, Timberwolves, Trailblazers, Kings, Raptors, Jazz. Grab those teams. We'll be right back in just a moment. Grab these last teams, guys. Use the link in the chat. Get your guesses in for the player on the last hit in this. We'll either do, because we're going to have 3 autos or mem cards, so it's going to be a combination. So whatever's last, whether it's a mem or auto, you're guessing the player on the last of those hits. $12 packs, 5 cards per pack. Grab those teams, get those guesses in, and then Phoenix Football H2 is up after this, the last break of the night. There's our empty box. 12 Prism Parallels, Solar Eclipse, Visionary Inserts, Color Wheel are possible in here as well. Good luck to everybody in this one. Start off with Klay Thompson in the Mavs. Keyshawn George, rookie. Jalen Wells. We got a Solar Eclipse of Ja Morant. Nice hit for the Grizzlies spots. One of the ultra rares. It's also a thicker card here as well. Ja Morant, Solar Eclipse for the Grizzlies. It's a very clean card. Corners, edges, everything. And we have Devin Carter, a 175. Nice start to this one. Uji Anunoby for the Knicks. Yuki Gormura. Austin Reeves. Jacoby Walter, rookie. Silver Wemby. Damian Lillard. Ricetter. McCollum. Alexander Sarr on the clutch. How about a rookie Stephen Castle on the tricolor? Red, white, and blue. Nice hit for the Spurs spot. The concourse tricolor. We got Jacoby Walker. Michael Porter. Jimmy Butler on the Golden State. We have a redemption auto, Jabari Smith, X Factor memorabilia signatures. And we got a scope, Cody Williams. Jabari Smith for the Rockets on the X Factor memorabilia signature. Chet Holmgren. Zach Levine. Cameron Thomas. Nikola Topic. And we have another scope of CJ McCollum. That one is out of 249. The premier level. Top load what we have after this pack here. Russell Westbrook, Tristan Da Silva, Reed Shepard, Cameron Johnson, Khalil Ware on the silver rookie, courtside. Still have time to get your guesses in for the player on the last of the hits, whether it be a mem or an auto. Should have 2 left. All right, we got like 6 more packs left, maybe. Somewhere in there, we got 3. 6, 7 packs, 6 packs. Scotty Barnes, LeBron James, Franz Wagner. And we got a rookie patch auto, Ulrich Komechi for the Raptors out of 199. Here we got Zion Williamson. Next pack. LaMelo Ball. Donovan Clingan for the Trailblazers. Jordan Clarkson. Rui Hachimura. Jackie Q. Zealous for the Bulls. Tyrese Maxey. Luka Doncic for the Lakers. Evan Mobley. And Bub Carrington out of 299 for the Wizards. Jonathan Mogbo. Jason Tatum. Keyshawn George. He's Missy. Silver RJ Barrett for the Raptors. Pick pack. This should have our last hit in it. There's Jalen Brunson. Yachty. Luka for the Lakers. And that is a patch of Solano for the Hornets out of 49. Top loader next to me thick enough for this one. Oh yeah. Nope. So we'll top load that later. And we have Yuki Kawamura out of 249 for Memphis. Final pack of the break. You got Hidaro. There's Garland. Solano again. Bub Carrington. And we have Rob Dillingham out of 49, 39, 38 out of 49 for Minnesota. We got one break left, guys. That is going to be our Phoenix H2 hobby coming up next. Let's top load. Let's recap. And then we'll move on to that one. Really like the design of this year's Select NBA. Nice. Nice box here. Plenty of numbered parallels and hits. Do a recap. We have the Zion, the tricolor. This one is not numbered. Those aren't numbered there. Jackie on the silver. Carrington out of 299. Silver RJ Barrett out of 249 here. Dillingham out of 49. Devin Carter, that was just out of 175. Wimby Silver. Tricolor Stephen Castle. Those aren't numbered. Cody Williams. And Scope non-numbered. CJ McCollum out of 249. Khalil Ware and the rookie silver. There's the Solar Eclipse. Ja Morant. Nice hit for Grizz. Jabari Smith auto. Chomechi auto. Patch auto here for the Raptors out of 199. And then the guess of the break was the DeJane Solanu patch. It's a 3-color patch out of 49. I gotta get a top loader 4 out of the supply closet. That is gonna do it for this one. I want to thank everybody for taking spots in it, getting your guesses in. We got one break left for tonight. Our Phoenix H2, it is full. Get the title updated. Get your guesses in. For the player on the auto in this one, we should have one auto per box. PYT 411. Those guesses in for the player on the last auto. We'll be right back in just a moment. Let me go to our list. Share the list. Here we go. 24 Phoenix Football H2 Hobby PYT 411. Get those guesses in. Vikes fans with the Giants down here in the bottom spot. Guess the player on the last auto for 20 and credit. 10 packs, 8 cards per pack. Should have one auto per box. Our empty box. Good luck to everybody in this one. Matthew Stafford, Raheem Mostert, Trey McBride, Kyron Williams, Kyle Hamilton, Jonathan Taylor, Matthew Stafford out of 200, and Devin Culp. Russell Wilson, Tyrone Matthew, Mark Andrews, Foye Olokun, Bobby Wagner, Brian Flournoy out of 200. That's Cooper DeJean out of 10. 2 out of 10. Cooper DeJean. Nice hit for the Eagles. Ray Davis. Rashad White, Terry McLaurin, Myles Garrett, Trey Hendrickson, Jalen Thompson, CJ Mosley, Elan Robinson, Jalen Polk. Zaire Franklin, Patrick Mahomes, Trey Tucker, Michael Pittman, Jordan Love, Derek Carr, Treasured Tandems out of 75, 28 out of 75, Eli and Plexico Burris, Will Reichert. Let's do this pack and we'll top load what we have. Romeo Dobbs, Tyler Lockett, Logan Wilson, Jordan Addison, Demario Davis, Gus Edwards, Jacob Cowing on a 125, and Joe Milton. Get your guesses in for the player on the auto in this box. We should have one auto coming up at any pack here on out. Next pack. Again, we are breaking tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central. Don't forget to grab your spots on that. That is the future break schedule link. TJ Watt, Tyreek Stevenson, Saquon Barkley, Xavier McKinney, Danico Autry, Kyle Pitts, Justin Herbert, out of 75, 60 out of 75, Roman Wilson. Next pack. Nick Bosa, Travis Kelce, Max Crosby, Rasul Douglas, Tua. We got Gabe Davis, there's Bradley Chubb, Chase McClellan. 3 packs left. Lamar Jackson, Puka Nacua, Patrick Queen, Trevor Lawrence, Jamar Chase, Cortland Sutton, Michael Hall Jr., and Caleb Williams. Zay Flowers, Mike Evans, Tyreek Hill, Josh Allen, Derek Stingley Jr. AJ Barner is the auto in this one. AJ Barner, guess of the break. Logan Wilson out of 125. Braden Fiskey, our final pack of this one. Sam Laporta, Will Levis, Najee Harris, Travis Etienne, Aaron Jones, Geno Smith, Zaire Franklin, Luke McCaffrey to end it. Let's top load recap, then we'll sign off for the night. Again, we will be back tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central. Go to the future break schedule list to see what we have scheduled. Grab your teams. Let's get those filled for tomorrow. All right, let's do our recap here. We had Justin Herbert. That was out of 75. Caleb Williams on the base. Logan Wilson out of 125. Matthew Stafford out of 200. Flournoy out of 200. The treasured tandems, Eli Plexico Burst out of 75. Jacob Cowing out of 125. Cooper DeJean on the gold out of 10. 2 out of 10. Cooper DeJean, Super Bowl champion rookie. Then there's AJ Barner on the auto. He was the guest of the break. Congrats to everyone on the hits. Thanks to everyone for hopping in, getting your guesses in, grabbing your spots. We will be back tomorrow. Appreciate you all. See you guys. And have a great night.